everybody. This week I'm in Chile, in this great city called Los Andes, and at this beautiful place called Casa San Regis. It was built in 1747, which is super, super cool and a beautiful place. Gotta love the history. So I'm gonna do something really special today, starting from here, going up the mountains, and going cat skiing at Ski Arpa. Hey, puppies!
Our adventures this week take us to Chile's Los Andes and Santiago regions. Valle Nevado lies just 43 kilometers east of Santiago and offers the most skiable terrain in South America at over 7,000 acres. A modern alpine village makes Valle Nevado one of South America's top ski vacation choices. But first, Edith takes us on one of the most unique cat skiing adventures on the planet, Ski Arpa.
Well, skiing in Chile is always an adventure, and I've got to say that getting up to Ski Arpa is likely one of the biggest adventures I've had to date. And look, I'm surrounded by petroglyphs. They're carved into this rock. They're presumed to be around 1,000 years old, and I'd like to think that they were done by adventurers, maybe mountaineers, way back in the day. The drive to Ski Arpa is truly like no other that I've ever experienced before. A bumpy 13-kilometer drive that includes around 60 hair-raising switchbacks. As we looked up the Valle el Arpa to the snow-laden peaks above, doubt and excitement eclipsed all other thoughts. Cactus-covered slopes, wild donkeys, and goats all feed into my uncertainty and curiosity. When we arrived at the modest day lodge and looked up, the uncertainty shifts to anticipation as I'm awed by the rugged beauty of the landscape. Owner Tony Spooner and his son Anton greet us. We boot up, complete the safety instruction, and then begin part 2 of the adventure. It feels like the top of the world, 12,000 feet above sea level here at Ski Arpa. You know what it feels like? I'm on the moon. The landscape here is completely different than anything I've ever experienced before. Kind of spring skiing, it feels like winter today. But you know what? There's so much great skiing to be done. We're gonna poke around and find a lot of fun stuff. So come on, let's go. Ski Arpa is truly one of the most unique ski experiences I've ever had. A La Nina snow cycle has left us with limited conditions, but a few short hikes gets us to the goods. On a clear day, Aconcagua, the Western Hemisphere's highest peak, at nearly 23,000 feet, hangs in the distance, and it's not unusual to see condors soaring high in the wind current.
I will be 80 years old on my next birthday, and I still love skiing very, very, very much. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that happen sometimes in a person's life, right? And I had a dream always of someday having my own little area. It turned out it's not so little. It's 2,000 hectares. but things happen, you know. And I think if you have a dream long enough, God grants you your wish. At least it did with me. And I'm very happy.
with a little bit of sunshine on our faces here, Tony, wrapping up the day. Thank you so much for having us here as your guests. Okay. Beautiful place. Wasn't quite sure about the conditions, but with just a little skip of snow, it was fantastic.
I thank you so much for coming, and I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
And of course, we didn't have much sunshine, but the next time we will have, I promise you. Okay?
Sounds good. Till the next time.
Till the next time.
Cheers. Hey everybody, made it up to Valle Nevado, our next stop on our great Chilean adventure. 90 minutes up from Santiago along a crazy windy road. Lots of fun though. And look, we got some fresh snow overnight. It's absolutely gorgeous and the skiing is gonna be wicked. Hola, Nacho.
Hola,
how you doing?
Fine,
Good, thanks. Look, there's a name I won't forget. And thanks so much for agreeing to show me around the mountain today. You know, being around here and looking at all of the mountaintops, it's easy to see where Valle Nevado has such great skiable acreage. I mean, so many different peaks, so many lifts. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
So what am I seeing behind me?
Behind is Santiago.
Yeah.
Santiago is the capital of Chile. There is 7 million persons living here, and it's really, really close from here.
So enough talking?
Yeah.
More skiing?
Let's go to ski.
Sounds good. Right on.
In Chile, there's sunny days normally. There is no like in the Europe or in the United States or Canada. There is a lot of cold and a lot of cloudy days. And here we have a lot of sunny days. The quality of the snow here is super, super good. It is the highest spot near to Santiago. We have it here, and there is not too much people coming. It is more reserved for the people from the hotels, and during the week, you really ski almost alone in here on the slope.
The skiable terrain here appears endless. Unlike North American resorts, much of Valle Nevado's best inbound terrain requires short hikes, and I've got to tell you, the payoff is worth it. In 1987, the dream to build a new Chilean ski resort became a reality, and the following year, Valle Nevado opened. In 2008, a renaissance began with new lifts, condominiums, and extensive renovations to the existing facilities. The 5-star ski-in, ski-out Hotel Valle Nevado is the resort's most exclusive lodging option, offering high-end amenities and personalized service. After a long day on the slopes, Fitness del Valle provides daily yoga classes for some much-needed stretching. And if that's not enough activity for one day, try a little superhero karaoke at the disco.
So it's my first time exploring Valle Nevado today, and I didn't know much about it coming in. So it's an all-inclusive resort, and I'm actually not staying in this hotel, but I do get to hang out in this lovely slopeside pool, which is great. Now I don't have to tell you how wicked the skiing was today, just a little bit of fresh snow, and it was so creamy. We found some beautiful, beautiful lines. Tomorrow, looking forward to kind of checking out outside of the boundaries and exploring more of the 3 resorts that are actually here. Well, I'm checking out Valle Nevado today. What's really cool about this place is that you can ski at 2 other resorts from here. So I'm starting my adventures today with the only gondola in Chile, right over here in this funny escalator to start.
A relatively new addition to Valle Nevado is this gondola. Skiers definitely appreciate the cabin comfort, considering that approximately 7 meters of the white stuff falls here annually. High-speed chairlifts are rare in South America, and Valle Nevado takes pride in its modern infrastructure. Today, we're making our way over to El Colorado using a convenient tri-resort lift pass. Ski data-controlled gates allow for easy access to either El Colorado or a 3rd resort, La Parva, giving skiers access to an incredible amount of skiable terrain.
So I'm skiing within the ski area boundary of El Colorado right now. And with the 3 ski resorts, that's El Colorado, Valle Nevado, and La Parva, all combined, they're larger than Vail and slightly smaller than Whistler Blackcomb. Quite impressive. Another fabulous day on the hill today. It was really cool to be able to check out El Colorado from Valle Nevado. I've never done that before, and it sure opens up a whole lot of new terrain. Looking forward to checking out Santiago tomorrow and wrapping up the day here at La Fourchette, French cuisine at Valle Nevado, and they do it right. Guys, thanks so much for an awesome day on the hill. Lots of laughs and great turns. Cheers. Cheers. When you plan your ski trip down to Chile, make sure that you schedule some time to check out Santiago. We're going to go on a bit of a city tour, starting here at the Presidential Palace, built in the early 19th century. Founded by the Spanish in 1541, Santiago has been Chile's capital city since colonial times. Rapid economic growth over the past few decades has turned it into the cultural, political, and financial center of Chile. Spanish influence dominates the architecture, and a vibrant lifestyle and culture has developed as well. This is Weapons Square, the heart of Santiago and the place that the city was built around. Amazing history here. That is the cathedral. At the very end of the square is the main post office. The yellow building is the National Museum, and the white building is the city's administration. Just look at this place. It's got so much energy. Street vendors, music. Love it. So I cheated and took the funicular up St. Christopher's Mountain, the highest point within the city, and overlooking us is the Virgin Immaculate Conception. She is 14 meters tall, towering over the city of Santiago with a population of 7 million. Absolutely spectacular views. We leave the city and head to the Casablanca Valley, a region with a climate influenced by the Pacific Ocean. Foggy mornings and reduced sunlight make the region ideal for producing some of Chile's best white and cool climate reds. We've traveled up the Rosario Valley onto the private farmlands of the Matatech winery. Santiago Adventures offer bike tours to the many wine regions of Chile, and today they've arranged a mountain bike ride for me. It felt good to work out some kinks in my ski legs, and along the way, we were given the opportunity to explore the property's antique winery. This is so cool, a very historic space along our biking path. And this is a 20,000-liter barrel that was used to make table wine years ago in the 1940s. Now, when the Panama Canal was opened, the nearby port Valparaiso no longer had as much business coming through, so this part of the winery was no longer required.
From the old to the new, as we make our way to the state-of-the-art facilities of the Matatich Winery. The distillery was designed to complement the winery's organic, agricultural practices and the natural landscape of the valley. The winery has a 300,000-liter capacity, and the wine cellar was carefully designed to store and age wines. But who's kidding who here? We all know what these tours are all about.
Find the perfect harmony between the soil, the vines, and the weather.
At the end of the tour, guests are welcome to visit Hotel La Casona, have lunch at the beautiful Equilibrio restaurant, or stay at one of La Casona's 7 elegant 5-star rooms. I'm wrapping the day here at the Aubrey, which is one of the top boutique-style hotels in Santiago, I might say in the world. Fabulous spot, and truly the best pisco sour I've ever tasted. Cheers.